Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have a video that some of you could remember because this was was created in my mind during at the end of a live stream that happened, I think, this week or last week, depending on when I'm going to publish this. But still, this deck is so freaking good. I couldn't actually. I didn't expect this to be that good, and it could be one of my favorite decks, one of my FLEUR versions, because again, it's a FLEUR version. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with Sherry again, and this is MACHINA de FLEUR. So guys, it all started from the Kaiju. This is the new card from, it's actually a reprint from the latest main box, and I got 3 copies of this. I wanted 3 copies of this because I already had in mind that this guy, it's a very powerful hand trap. But what I hate about, hand trap in terms of actually removal, not hand trap. It's not correct to call it hand trap, but it's just a very insane removal because you can deal with any monster. You can just tribute it. But what's the problem of Kaiju and why I never play Kaiju in my decks as techs? Because when you go first, they're just bricks. And I hate the fact that I have to hope to not to draw this stuff when I go first. It's just not what I wanted to see, you know? So that's why I never play. I usually never play those. But why is this here? Because this guy is a level 10 machine, so this means that you can discard it from the hand to summon a Machina Fortress from the grave or even from the hand. So it makes sense now, because at least if I go first and there's nothing to remove, I can just discard it and use it as a fodder for the Machina Fortress summon. There we go. The rest is just Machina stuff, literally. We have triple fortress, we have double citadel. Triple is too much, and now it's even better to play just 2 because as a target for redeployment, we also have the gear frame. So we're basically playing 6 of the gear frame, 6 of the fortress, and 5 of the citadel, thanks to the redeployment. Such an insane card. The rest is just the FLEUR classic package, the triple Sarge, the triple Sorcerer, a couple of Necrosynchron, and the Bulb. But what can this deck achieve? Now, it can have a, if I'm not wrong, a Stellar Wind Wolf Ray. Actually, no, if I'm not wrong, it's Tasty Combo Wolf Ray with, I think, your opponent can only activate a couple of effects, like it should be 3100 when you end the turn, and a Moonlight Dragon. Of course, it may vary, because the Moonlight Dragon is very cool, but only against monsters. Not against Xyz and not against Link decks, right? Because these can bounce only if a level 5 or higher monster is special summoned. That's the thing. So what I can suggest, I'm playing currently a Varam because this wonderfully synergizes with Soch de FLEUR because you can pop it and pop everything. But eventually you can play another level 7 synchro, that is the PSI Frame Lord Zera. I think it's one of the best one you can go for, or even the Clearwing Synchro Dragon, just to protect your Wolf Ray when you go first, of course, even though it's not clearly an interruption itself. But again, the one that I would suggest and that can work against any deck is the PSI Flame Lord Zera. So basically doing like this. I can actually do it straight away. What's with that now? We have for the extra deck, Trishula, of course. Eventually, you could, of course, Trishula going second, and eventually you can use something like Scrap Dragon to pop your own Machina stuff to trigger the summon of Citadel. Then we have Stardust Dragon as a level 8 to trigger the bulb coming out in case you have basically in case with Machina Fortress and you do not have the gear frame, because if you do have the gear frame, the normal combo is just summoning the gear frame, getting the Necrosynchron with the skill, level 6, draw, get the bulb, and so on, ending on a 7, and then the fortress to do the other stuff. Otherwise, if you do not have the gear frame, you have to go into Stardust Dragon with Machina Fortress, or eventually Wolf Ray with any of the level 8. That's the combo. Of course, to see how to see the deck in actions, don't forget the replays, showcasing how powerful this deck is. And there's also another insane combo that works brilliantly when you go second. If you have the Black Rose Moonlight Dragon on the field and you use Kaiju to get rid of your opponent's monster, well, this is a special summon. You can use the effect of Moonlight Dragon to get the Kaiju back to your hand, and you can keep on doing this. I mean, a couple of times for Kaiju, but just once for Moonlight Dragon, of course. You're gonna see some insane replays. I actually love this deck. Is literally one of my top decks in terms of what I like to play. And yep, and that's it for the explanation. Stay tuned for the replays and let's jump right into them. Here we go, my boys. First replay against a level up. Let's see. Oh, actually, bird humming. So this is actually an anti-Lyrilusc, as you will see. It's us to go first. We have the gear frame to begin with, grabbing the Machina Fortress, then Revolution the FLEUR to get the level 2. Synchro Summon, Stardust Charge, draw a card, get the bulb out, as you can see. We got the another Kaiju, so discard a Kaiju, get the first Machina Fortress. Now Revolution the FLEUR to send that to grave, so you have 8 plus 1 is 9. And you first want to do this, so the rest of the stuff that you're gonna do is actually increasing the attack of Wolf Ray. So there you go, Wolf Ray is here, and the Wolf Ray is the perfect response to untargetable and undestructible stuff like Lyrilusc are. So we got Bulb's effect, he's got Crow though, but still fine, a couple of effects to get my boy up to 3100, and it's not gonna be easy for our boy because he's gonna activate a lot of effects. Let's see what he has. He's got the Cobalt Sparrow, the Canary to begin with, so first effect, then second effect of the Wagtail to get the Bird Call, and at this point we are already one effect away from the Shuffle Everything. He went with the Starling, as you can see, to use its effect, but at this point Wolf Ray is ready. Now, it took a lot of time to do this. He went with the Swallow on. I was just waiting to enter the battle phase, basically, because now, even if the boy he summons is untargetable thanks to the Sparrow, Wolf Ray does not care, so I can just eventually shuffle everything. I'm just waiting for the proper moment. So he went with the Nightingale at this point with with the triple materials, so it can't be targeted. It's got also it can be destroyed by card effects. That's fine. Bird humming, and he scooped. He didn't even give me the chance, but keep in mind, if anything happened next turn, I just had the Kaiju to get rid of them. That's how you did, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys, this was a level up, I think, in the KC Cup, if I'm not wrong. Secret Beast beginning, and it's going first, so we have to go second. Let's speed things up. We know usually what this stuff is about. So, Chaos Summoning Beast, of course, having the Fallen Paradise, drawing a couple of cards more, and we were kind of lucky, I guess. We just won a back rows, but I guess he has at least one hand drop. So, we started with the redeployment, sending the Machina Fortress back to grave. Keep in mind, always discard this, because eventually you can summon it from the grave by discarding the bigger boys. First, the Citadel, the Revolution, the FLEUR. So what's beautiful about this deck, the Machina part, is that when you go second, you have access to Trishula without wasting your normal summon, because the monster you're gonna send to grave to transform into a level 8 is gonna be the Machina Fortress that is just a special summon. As you can see, Revolution, the FLEUR, getting that Synchro Summon of 3 with Trishula Banish Tree, and he had no responsibility to that. At this point, Gear Frame to get the Machina Fortress, special summoning that again, going for lethal. He's got the Kairoid though, that was honestly unexpected, so he's safe now. Let's see what he can do when he can go for. Luckily he does not have Reveal anymore, so he can't OTK me, but he's got another Fallen Paradise. The Hamon is here, so he can draw 2 again, and then the Speed Gates to get the Dark Beginning Beast. Weed another one, don't know why 2 though, just to get the Ceronian Skyfire, and at this point he's just going for the Gene Buster. Very nice choice, because now he's attacking, and when we activate the effect to summon the Citadel, he can just negate it with the Gene Buster. Very nice move in the end, so no Citadel for us. Now we have to get rid of that. It's not that much of an issue. You know why? We can just tribute it with the Kaiju. At this point, we're playing in defense and we're waiting to trigger the effect of Fortress. I mean, if we had enough life points, we could have crashed into the Kaiju to trigger Citadel and use the effect of Fortress to pop a card, but we couldn't. He attacked exactly the Fortress, so we can pop it. I went popping, of course, the Kaiju, so now I have the biggest monster on the field, Citadel. At this point, it's us to go Buddy Scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. We have zombies, I think. And seems like a bad hand, but in the end it's not that bad. Thanks to the deployment, you got the Gear Frame and the Citadel, because the Fortress is gonna be got with the effect of Gear Frame. Now Revolution the Flare, Stardust Charge Warrior, get the draw, get the bulb out. Now you're gonna see the Moonlight in action. So first, Machina Fortress, then transformed into a level 8 to have a Wolf Ray to begin with. Now we use the effect of Bulb, thus increasing the attack of Wolf Ray, then Synchro Summon into Moonlight Dragon, then on summons activates its effect even if your opponent has nothing, so you actually get a boost for Wolf Ray, and then Fortress again, sending the Citadel to grave. He's got zombies, he has the perfect hand, because he just discarded Battle Watch to draw, and then he's got also the field spell. Perfect. So he started with the Samurai Skull, that's fine. Wolfray gets more effect, then Jacobolan to get even more effect. But guess what? The effect of Moonlight Dragon activates to bounce that, then Mizuki to go straight away into Balladroch, and then Banshee. Now, the thing is, I was waiting to shuffle everything, but he used Banshee because he wanted to chain the effect of Balladroch. But what's the problem here? That you can only use one effect in chain. You can't use both. So because he activates the effect of Balladroch to banish, I could just respond with Wolf Ray to shuffle everything. So he banished the Moonlight, but we don't care because now he's got nothing, and guess what? We can just use Surge the Flare, pop the Fortress and the field spell, and then Sorcier to go straight away for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Another rank up against another rank up. This is Barians, one of the most annoying decks ever, and we're going second. Let's see what happens. So it's got the Scepter to get the Serenity. Actually, let's speed things up because usually it's just most of the times an useless boy and triple back rows, right? So it's gonna have tons of draws. Jeez, play. 3 draws, and also another one, I think it was a couple almost, and then he's got triple back rows, of course, with Ouroboros, the standard redeployment. He was so lucky here to get the redeployment, but I'm even luckier because look at what I draw right here. Apart from that, the redeployment. So he started with Crackdown because he wanted to avoid me using Sauge de Fleur, but I don't have it, so that's fine. And the first back row is gone. Then redeployment to get a couple of boys. In this case, I discarded the Necrosynchron and not the Fortress because I was afraid of him negating this, so I wanted to have a way out. So I went with Gear Frame, get another Citadel, that basically means another summon of Fortress, then the skill to get the Stardust Charge Warrior, the draw, the bulb coming out with the effect of Necrosynchron, and then he's got the Crackdown to steal that. That's fine, I can just summon the Fortress, then Sauge the Flare to pop the last back row and my own Fortress. Why? Because this will trigger the Citadel coming back. He has Barrage Blast to pop everything, but who cares, right? Because I get my boy back. He also popped this. I don't know why, honestly. I mean, the Crackdown to give me back my bulb, but I don't know why. At this point, I went with the Citadel. Coming back, Synchro Summon into Wolf Ray, getting the effect of Citadel to pop everything, but we're not done yet because we popped also the Necro Flare, so we're getting the Sorcier. He's got also the summon, the effect of Blast to inflict some damage, and the effect of Vespinato to get a Scepter out. Now Wolf Ray keeps on boosting up, and then we got the Sorcier, the Flare that steals a monster, and we're not done yet. We send that to grave. We got 2 level 8 into Dingirsu, sending that back to grade. Wolf Ray reaches 4k, and we were not even done because we had also Citadel in hand, so Fortress could come back. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. 3rd win in a row, Time Thief. It's us to go first. Let's see what we have. Kind of a good hand. As long as you see the redeployment, it's always a good hand. So we got, as you can see, the gear frame to get another Machina Fortress. And then we had the skill. So Stardust Charge Warrior, getting a draw, getting the bulb, right? And let's see what we got. We got another Kaiju, perfect. Then the Machina Fortress coming back. The skill to get the level 8, Wolf Ray is here. Now we can use the rest of the effects, and we can go with the bulb and then the Moonlight Dragon. Now we can use, we have 3100 Wolf Ray, and then also as another defense, the Fortress. So in case he pops it, we got the Machina Citadel coming back from the grave, and also because we already have a Kaiju, so we're chilling. It's got time, it's got the skill to begin with, grabbing basically a couple of boys. Actually, no, reveals one, gets another. So Regulator, and then Book of Eclipse. That was sad, but was good to have the Fortress. Because even if it's sad, now if he pops it attacking, we're gonna get the Summon of Citadel. So it's got a couple of level 4s, Time Thief Winder, the Time Thief Adjuster as a fact. I'm not gonna go over all of them because I still have to learn all of their effects. Red Ray is here, that should be the boss. Then Time Thief Startup to get another monster on the field. The Bezel Sheep to steal a monster from the grave. Very nice move because now I do not have a Citadel anymore. Then now he's got... Yeah, but he decided to attack the Wolf Ray, and makes sense. But he stole the Citadel, so... maybe you could have popped this, I don't know, but still, he popped that. Book of Eclipse, a couple of draw for us, like they were needed, but trust me, they were not. Now look at this combo. A Red Red to steal, but first Kaiju, effect of Moonlight Dragon triggered, we take back the Kaiju, and then we summon the gear frame, get another Citadel. Now, I'm making room basically to have a couple of Citadels, triple Citadel attacking. He's got the lens though, but most of everything is got the droplets, so not enough attack here, so I can just get rid of that and inflict some direct damage. But of course he's gonna survive. He just has one card, but look at that. Exactly the card he needed. The Time Thief Regulator to tribute and summon 2, so you can go into an XC summon again. But keep in mind, we still have a Kaiju in hand, so I don't know. I mean, he should know because he just came back to our hand with the effect of Moonlight. So yeah, the Perpetual summon, that's fine, and then a quick play spell to summon another one from hand, and he's ending there. But now he's got the Perpetua to have the Redware, and Redware to get a couple of XCs. Now he has an interruption because he has he can detach this to have to place one face-up card your opponent controls back on the top of the deck. So, but first Kaiju to get rid of one, effect of Moonlight to get it back to our hand, then Kaiju again in attack position, and now we can crash into it. With the effect of Fortress, we pop it, and then Citadel comes back on the field. Oh my jeez, what a deck this is. And then Citadel for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. I freaking love this deck. I know it's kind of expensive, especially for the redeployments, but dude, this deck is lovely. Of course, you can play this even with less redeployment. You're just gonna lose a little bit of consistency. But oh boy, if I love this. And again, the more I see this, the more I play with this, the more I love it. Anyway guys, that was all for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.